Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we will talk about the existence and development of Buddhism in India. Buddhism, one of the world's major religions, originated in India in the 6th century BCE. Over more than 2,500 years, Buddhism has experienced numerous ups and downs in its homeland. From its golden age under the Maurya dynasty to its decline during the medieval period and its revival in the 20th century, Buddhism in India has undergone a tumultuous history. This article will analyze in detail the formation, development, decline, and resurgence of Buddhism in India through historical, cultural, philosophical, and sociological perspectives. Firstly, we talk about the formation and early development of Buddhism in India, the context of Buddhism's emergence. Buddhism emerged during ancient India's transformative period in thought and social organization. This was a time when the Varna caste system of Brahmanism, early Hinduism, dominated, causing significant social injustices. Philosophically, this period saw the rise of various intellectual movements, including materialism, Lokayata, Jainism, and the Samkhya and Vedanta schools. The emergence of Siddhartha Gautama, later known as the Buddha, was a profound philosophical response to the Brahmanical system, as he rejected ritual sacrifices and emphasized wisdom and self-enlightenment. Prince Siddhartha Gautama was born into the Shakya clan of the Kshatriya warrior class in Kapilavastu, now in Nepal. He renounced his royal life in search of a path to liberation from the cycle of birth and death. He ultimately attained enlightenment under the Bodhi tree in Bodh Gaya, marking a major turning point in Indian religious and philosophical history, the early spread and growth of Buddhism. After attaining enlightenment, the Buddha taught the Four Noble Truths and the Noble Eightfold Path, attracting numerous followers, including both rulers and commoners. The establishment of the Sangha, monastic community, laid the foundation for Buddhism as a strong religious and philosophical movement. Notably, Buddhism appealed to people across social classes, advancing the concept of social equality. The Buddhist councils and codification of teachings Buddhism began systematizing its teachings through major councils. First Council, c. 483 BCE, held after the Buddha's passing to consolidate his teachings. Second Council, c. 383 BCE, led to the division between Theravada and Mahasamgika, setting the stage for later Mahayana Buddhism. Third Council, c. 250 BCE, sponsored by Emperor Ashoka to standardize Buddhist doctrine on a larger scale. Now we move on to the Golden Age, under the Maurya dynasty, Emperor Ashoka, and the spread of Buddhism. The Maurya Empire, 321–185 BCE, marked Buddhism's golden age, especially under Emperor Ashoka. After the brutal Kalinga War, Ashoka repented and committed to spreading Buddhist teachings. He built thousands of stupas across India. He sent missionary delegations to Sri Lanka, Central Asia, Southeast Asia, and the Mediterranean. He inscribed edicts on rocks and pillars to promote Buddhist principles of compassion and peace. Sociologically, this period witnessed Buddhism evolving from a philosophical system into a state-supported moral and unifying force. The next chapter is the decline of Buddhism in India, caused by two main reasons. The first one is the rise of Hinduism, which, starting in the 7th century, Hinduism, a reformed Brahmanism, rose to dominance, fueled by the Bhakti movement, personal devotion to deities. Gods such as Vishnu, Shiva, and Devi became the focus of religious life, attracting followers away from Buddhism's philosophical teachings. Rulers from dynasties like the Gupta, 320–550, and Pala, 750–1174, gradually shifted their patronage from Buddhism to Hinduism. Hindu temples proliferated while Buddhist monasteries declined. Additionally, Buddhist monastic institutions grew increasingly detached from lay society, making Hinduism more appealing to the common people. The second one is the impact of Islamic invasions. Indeed, from the 12th century, Islamic invasions, particularly by Muhammad Ghori's forces and the Delhi Sultanate, devastated Buddhist institutions. Major learning centers like Nalanda, Vikramashala, and Odantapuri were destroyed, with monks massacred and scriptures burned. Islam, with its strict monotheistic beliefs, rejected Buddhist idol worship and saw Buddhism as heretical. As Buddhist monasteries fell, scholars either converted to Hinduism for survival or migrated to Tibet, China, and Southeast Asia, leading to a drastic decline in Buddhism's presence in its homeland. The Revival of Buddhism in India, the revival, led by Dr. B.R. Ambedkar in the 20th century. Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, a leader of the Dalit, formerly untouchable community, converted to Buddhism along with millions of followers to escape caste oppression. This movement was not just religious, but also a powerful social statement, advocating for equality and human rights. Although Buddhism originated in India, its following dwindled after medieval times. Today, revival efforts, particularly among Dalit communities inspired by Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, are increasing the number of Buddhists in states like Maharashtra and Uttar Pradesh. Buddhism take up 0.7% of proportion in the major religious communities in India. In conclusion, though Buddhism has endured countless trials, it continues to shine, like the sun that never sets, like the moon that always brightens the night, and like the eternal truth that can never be hidden. As the Buddha once said, the Buddha's journey is not just a story of the past, but a timeless reminder of wisdom, compassion, and awakening for us all today.